Screaming Demons RC SDRC. In the shop tonight, we've got a couple of parts to put into the Kraton. Kraton 6S, that is. I've got some Vitavon parts here. We've got the Vitavon 50T Spur gear. And that comes in black, obviously. It says right there. There's a part number. M6S0050. And we also have the Vitavon HD SPIDER gear Diff gear set. And that comes in obviously black too, you can see there. Also the part number for that is M6S0057. There it is. My camera does not like to focus on things really up close, so I read them out for you. And also I'm going to throw in, while we're at it, we're rebuilding the center diff here. I was having some issues with the diff was a little bit sloppy, and what it was on the inside of the diff here, there's a thrust washer that was not, I didn't have one in there originally when I built this diff, and it kind of, hold on, it kind of, you can see that in there, where it's all silver there. I'll get some more light on that. Where it's all silver right in the center there, the actual pin that holds the output drive cup in place, it wore into the casing. This is a HR Racing diff cup. There you go. You can see right there, HR Racing diff cup. And so what I'm going to do is I found a nice washer here, a nice little stainless steel thrust washer that will fit in there nicely and take up the space where the aluminum got chewed out there. And I'm going to put that in there and hope for the best. I'm going to add a new O-ring, and it's not going to be as tight as it was originally, but I'm going to order a new diff cup, either an HR Racing or a GPM one. I'll also be installing some new bearings from jimsbearings.com. Get a zoom in on that. My camera, I don't like how it picks up stuff. So anyway, for the Arrma 6S BLX, from jimsbearings.com, bearing sets he sells for the complete vehicle. So I have a couple in stock because I have a few Arrmas that take all the same bearings pretty much. And so I'm going to replace the two stock metal shielded bearings here that are getting quite worn. These are stock. I haven't replaced them since I've had the truck. And I'm going to replace them with some nice rubber sealed Jim's bearings here. So I'll fill those full of, before I install them, I will fill them full of 1 second here. I will put some SDRC lube tube, easy bearing lube. That's what we use. Oh, I got to get a new tube of that soon in the shop. Almost used all that. And that's what I put in all my bearings before I install them in vehicles. I pop out the seals, fill them with that adequately, and put the seals back in, and then we're good to go for months, of hard bashing. So I'm going to get this all put back together, fill it with all new diff fluid, and put all these new gears in, and I'll get the gears out of the package, show you what they look like out of the package, and then we'll get this started and get this put back together, because I have plans to go to the Funk Factory this coming Friday, and I want to take the Kraton because it's a great vehicle for the track and the bash zone at the Funk Factory. So I'll probably take a couple of selections of tires with me, something for the track, something to bash with, and yeah, you guys will see the video from that eventually. Like I always do, I don't always take photos at the bash sessions, but I definitely take video, definitely. So we're going to get on with this diff build and quit talking, and I'll show you what it's like when I get these packages open and start assembling the diff. Alright, I've got the HD SPIDER gear and diff gear set from Vitavon. That's the ones on this side in black. And over here is the stock ones. And you can see, get in there close, and hopefully we can see that. Oh, my camera, I'm really not happy with this camera actually for close-up stuff. It's great for out the bash zone and getting action. Not so much good for the up-close stuff like I do in the videos in the shop here. But anyway, the new Vitavon ones, they look far superior in a few different ways. They're very nicely done. Very nicely done. I'll show you on the back. Here's the stock one. It's all cut out for being lightweight and stuff. But I don't know, I've broken these right in half before. These, what was it in my Typhon? I broke right in half. And these ones here, I really don't think I'll be breaking those. They're very strong looking. As you can see with these, the beveled gears also here. Here's the back and the back of that. The Vitavon ones, they look like there's less metal, but they're stronger and more heavy-duty steel, so they're going to definitely last a lot longer. I like the looks of them too. Flipping back over, you can see from above. Yeah, my camera. I don't know why it doesn't focus better. I wish it was like a phone where you could tap the screen and it would focus like that, but it doesn't do it. I'm going to have to see if there's another setting on this camera one day I can play with that'll give me better quality up close. But as you can see, they are far superior in quality of steel and how they're machined out. These ones are, I'm not sure if these are even machined out. These ones, they must be, these stock ones. I'm not quite sure. If you know, leave a comment. Are they machined or are they poured like a Traxxas gear, like a cast style? Plus they come, the Vitavon come with brand new shafts here. You can see, I'll show you what the old ones look like. They're quite worn, stock ones. There's the stock one there. It's got lots of wear marks on it from being used. So those new ones will be a nice upgrade. Keep everything nice and tight. You can feel a minor gouges in these ones, in the old stock ones. This is the black stock ones. You can feel a bit of gouges in it from where the gears spin on, and you can see there's some shiny polished areas where they're actually wearing through a bit, or through the blackened finish. All right, so I just wanted to show you that. And also, we're going to be installing the Vitavon 50 tooth M1 spur gear. Here's the stock one, the Arrma one, and here's the Vitavon. It doesn't look like there's a lot of difference visually, but the metal they're made with is definitely better. And also, now I just noticed I have it on my bench here. You can actually see there is a bit of difference in the thickness. Now that's not going to really impede anything, but it's definitely going to make the gears, the Vitavon gears, are going to last longer. They're thicker than these ones, the stock ones. So that is definitely an upgrade right there. There's going to be a little bit more weight factor to it, but my Creighton, it's a big beast anyway. I'm going to have to start running it on 6S only, I think, because the 4S, with all the added extra aluminum and the extra components I've added that are heavy duty, it's definitely got a bit heavier since the stock. So, I mean, you can see I've got Vitavon hubs. I've got Vitavon bulkhead in the front. I've got GK parts all over this thing. GK top plate and brace, chassis braces. This truck is definitely a heavy hitter now. So it's going to be ran on 6S. Probably this spring here, when I can get a bit of extra cash, I'm going to buy a couple of 6S lipos and this thing, and probably, well, maybe my Typhon I might run on 6S once in a while. I do like it on 4S. It's not too bad. It's not too heavy yet, but this Creighton, she's getting to be a big heavy pig, so 6S is what's coming for it, definitely. Anyway, I wanted to show you that. The spur gear and the spider gear set from the Vitavon Racing Development. So go check them out. Good quality stuff, great people. They'll help you right out, get your truck running good for you. And yeah, it'll last a long time. Good quality. Anyway, we're going to get on with this build. All right, I've got the spider gears and the spur gear all installed. That's all the Vitavon stuff there. Everything fit beautifully. Looks great. Can't wait to get this all back together. I'm just going to put the diff fluid in there and seal it up. So I'll show you what it's like when it's all buttoned back together. But yes, so far I'm quite impressed with the Vitavon stuff. Every piece of Vitavon product I've got so far, I've been highly impressed with. My truck's even running the rear hubs here. The Vitavon rear hubs. Once again, beautifully machined. Beautiful pieces. If you get any stuff from Vitavon, you will not be disappointed. All right, we'll get this put back together. Alright, I've got this diff all put back together. All the Vitavon parts are installed. I got the fluid in, new bearings. She's all good to go. I will be ordering a new diff casing. This casing, like I said, was damaged because I didn't put that thrust washer in. Oh geez, that was at least probably 2 years ago when I originally built this truck. I'm going to order a new either HR or GPM diff casing. That's this piece right here. Everything went in nice and smooth. I noticed because I had to add the thrust washer that I did put in, it was a little thicker than than it probably needed to be. So the diff is not as smooth as it could be, but I know that is not anything to do with the Vitavon parts. That's because there's a little bit too much pressure on the gears because of that thrust washer is probably like 0.01 of a millimeter too thick. So it's a bit more, you know, the tighter tolerances, but that should break in over, you know, the first couple of battery packs, I'm assuming, and cause me no problems there. So again, check out Vitavon if you need to do any kind of work on your Creighton, or for that matter, they make a lot of parts for all the vehicles, the most common vehicles out there for in the RC industry. Check them out, Vitavon Racing Development. And I'm going to get this truck all put back together, and I will probably show you a little clip of that at the end of this video of the truck back together and it operating. I would show you what the diff is like, except I am holding the camera with my hand and I can't operate it with both. I mean, I could show you slightly, maybe. I mean, it is thick. It's not super thick fluid, 7,000 diff fluid. That's what I put in there for the center diff. It seems fine. Like I said, you can feel the gears meshing a bit. It's a little tighter than my front and my rear diffs, but that's okay. Like I said, it's going to most likely wear in and probably kill the O-ring that's in there, and I'll probably end up having a leaking case, but I'm going to get that ordered as soon as possible, and I'll probably just run this thing for like half of the season and then pull it apart and replace that diff cup. And I'll inspect the gears at that time, the Vitavon gears, and I'll let you know how they're holding up. I'll do another video when I do that. So stay tuned for the end of this video and you'll see what the truck's like all back together. All right. All right, I've got it all back together. You can't really see what, you know, where the spur is because it's way down in the depths in there, but she's in there, all installed. It's, I'm looking forward to running it this Friday coming up. We're going to go to the Funk Factory and bash over there with Mike Funk. So I'll be giving a good test, and I'll make sure in the video I do there, I'll comment how it's working, but I'm sure it's going to work just fine. Look a lot nicer than the stock components, so I'm expecting good things out of that Vitavon gear. I don't even think I can get a glimpse of it in there for you guys, but you'll just have to trust me. She's in there, all ready to go. And the next thing I'll be doing is installing the front and rear diff, the HD gears, the spider gears and diff gears in the front and rear diff. But I'll be doing that probably the next time I do some maintenance on this truck. I just wanted to get that center one done because the bearings needed to be replaced big time, and I just had to get it done. So that's the end of this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that and got a bit out of it. Like I say, check out Vitavon. Make super quality parts for most of the top brand RCs out there on the market these days. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed that video, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already subscribed. That helps me out. And yeah, make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the action from SD Compound and the crew here. Thanks again for watching. SDRC, Screaming Demons RC. We're out.